Sisterhood, the bond that exists between us, the one that makes us grow, shine, and learn together. Your growth is my growth, and mine is yours. My sisters are my most sacred medicine. I grew up in a household of women, run by women who showed me structure and magic, about nature and society, about myself and the importance of my bond with others. In Sacred Sisterhood, I found myself, growing up feeling very comfortable in my own little introspective and introvert world meant that feeling capable to share from my heart, share myself just as I am, meant cracking up my cocoon and embodying love stronger than ever, truer than ever. My sisters are sacred to me since day one. I keep them close to my heart. Some of them I've known for a lifetime, and we can look at each other and without speaking, know how we're feeling. And others I clicked with right away as we were dancing in the same frequency, in the now. To my sisters who have me, who have my back in the darkest moments, and who celebrate all my wins with me, thank you. To my sisters who open up their hearts and trust me, who share themselves just as they are, thank you. The bond that exists within us is only possible because we accept and show ourselves just as we are. In the process, being messy, being mirrors, being teachers, and celebrating all that which entangles being a human. We are here to create together, to lift each other up, to empower, to grieve, to hold hands, to learn, to walk each other home. Thank you for showing me the beauty, for showing me fairies exist, for making me feel life on earth can be as beautiful as in the children's books if you have the right people next to you. Thank you for making me feel like a dancing flower, for making me feel seen and safe. You are all fairies on earth. Hello, welcome to a new video. For the longest time, I've wanted to put together a video on sisterhood and the important role that it plays in my life. And I've been collecting a lot of videos that I have from shared moments with my sisters from the past few years, some of them from a few days ago, and I feel I can just talk about sisterhood forever, but this is something that I wrote a couple of weeks ago, and I thought it could be the great simplification of what sacred sisterhood means for me. I grew up, and in Peru we go to the same school pretty much since you're in kindergarten until you finish high school. It's not like the States or other countries that you end up changing schools throughout your life. And I went to an all-woman school up until the 3rd grade when it became for everyone. But I feel that this space was both a space where a lot of sacred sisterhood happened, where I've met some of my dearest friends and dearest sisters up until today, but hopefully not in my class, but I could see that in other classes, in other years, there would be a lot of this women being envious of each other or backstabbing each other or speaking badly behind other people's back. Thankfully, this wasn't my experience growing up and the experience in my class as far as I saw it, but I feel that there exist these like super light and super shadow spaces of woman with woman. And that's why I feel that within the last few years, and going to an all-woman school, this beautiful relationship that we can all have with each other, this sacred sisterhood, is something that has really changed me and changed my life. It's one of the spaces where I feel the safest, where I feel the happiest, where I feel the freest, and when I also feel the most beautiful. I feel that my dear sisters, those that are with me to celebrate and to cry together, are the ones that have also been beautiful mirrors to show me how beautiful we all are, and how, when someone that I love is growing and has a lot of beautiful things going on in their life, that's also an inspiration for me. Instead of going into that envy space, I've come to learn that there's space for all of us to be beautiful, to be successful, to be connected to our own natural rhythms and to nature. And I just wanted to share a little love for my dear sisters, for that safe space that I'm so humbled by, and so thankful and honored to have people that actually trust me with their hearts, and who let me know that I can always be safe around them, and I can always reach out to them with the most amazing celebration that I currently have going on, the most beautiful things that are happening, as well as when I'm in my darkest and in my lowest and grieving, or just welcoming all the feelings. And I feel that just what I was sharing when I started my own journey to go a little deeper and go into more of my spirituality, I realized that I was sharing all of this with myself and I felt weird about sharing it with the rest of the world. And when I started going to full moon circles, it's actually the full moon while I'm filming these today, so that's full moon energy. But yeah, I started just putting myself out there and going to women's full moon circles and women's gatherings, and these just open up such a beautiful space for me. I feel that I found so much medicine in sharing with my dearest sisters, and yeah, I just wanted to make this video sharing a bit of that, and while seeing all this footage that I have with some of my closest friends, I really felt called to make a painting based on it. I haven't drawn human bodies in the longest time. I haven't painted humans since forever in my paintings, and I thought it might be something challenging in a beautiful way, but also beautiful to kind of make a painting as a love letter for sisterhood. So after filming these, I will go ahead and go to paint. But before I go to paint, I wanted to give a little thank you and a shout out to Ana Luisa. Ana Luisa is this beautiful, sustainable jewelry company based here in New York. The first time that I learned about Ana Luisa's jewelry was in 2020, and I've been loving their jewelry ever since. I have the honor of being one of their current ambassadors. And one of the things that I love the most about Ana Luisa is that when I met the brand, they were already doing so many things towards sustainability, but they had the promise to go 100% water and carbon neutral, and they have accomplished that. Right now, I am wearing some of their jewelry, which is the latest jewelry that I got from them. I'm super happy to be sharing it with you. Today, I am wearing the medium cuidado hoops. I love hoops, and I actually got two different pairs. The ones that I'm wearing are the cuidado medium. I also have the big cuidado ones, which I feel are such a statement piece. These for me are more of my day-to-day, everyday jewelry. And I also got these beautiful hoops called Paris. I love them because they are super fun and thick. And the necklace that I'm currently using is the pesque necklace. I invite you to check out Ana Luisa if you're on the looks for a new pair of beautiful hoops or jewelry in general for yourself or someone you love. We've partnered up. We're giving you a sweet discount, so you can check that in the first link on this video's description. Thank you so much, Ana Luisa, for sponsoring this video, for letting me share about Sisterhood, and for being such an inspiring company, not only as a client, but also as a small business owner. You really inspire me to step up my sustainability game in every part of the chain and the cycle of creating a product. Thank you so much, Ana Luisa, and why don't we go ahead and start painting? I wanted to work on a painting surrounding the theme of sisterhood, about how free, fun, and sacred it feels to me. After a couple of hours stressing out about how to draw humans, I asked myself, why am I choosing to do something in a way that is stressing me out instead of giving myself the opportunity to just have fun? So I stopped trying to achieve human bodies in just a couple hours when learning this is something that would take me years of practice, and I decided to work on a collage. I first took a couple of photographs of myself, then I did outline studies digitally and printed them out on watercolor paper. I painted them with watercolors and added salt to make a cool effect and let it dry. Doing the cutouts became so much fun and exciting, as this is something super new to me, and it brought back the joy of working in this new piece. This is the first time I'm using my round watercolor sketch pad, and for this painting I'm using earth and mineral watercolors as well as white drawing ink. I start without knowing where the painting will take me, and I surrender fully to the process of letting each step of the way guide me towards the next. Painting heals me, brings me back to my breath, and is my endless source of gratitude. Along the way, I decided I wanted to add some plant and mushroom friends, as I feel part of sisterhood for me is dancing in unity with nature. I will continue the rest of the time lapse in silence to let you enjoy the process and to let you enjoy the music. So that's everything for today's video. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope it was inspiring and fun. Feel free to subscribe to this channel if you like what you see here. I post more about my art on Instagram. I also have a Patreon where you can tune in to other videos that I make exclusively for Patreons. And yeah, thank you so much again, Ana Luisa, for sponsoring this video. Feel free to check them out and make good use of the discount code that we have for you by checking out the first link on this video's description. I hope you have a beautiful rest of your day. Bye!